Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue working on Disney princess dolls, and my model of this week will be such a Belle doll from the Beauty and the Beast story. This doll has some special dress that will change its color if I make it what it says on the package, and we will try it in the end of this video. And all in all, I think this doll is very cute. There is nothing wrong with her face mold, so I think I will enjoy working on her. But first of all, I should like always remove her dress and shoes, and then I take pure acetone and remove her old face. Then I seal her face with 3 layers of Mr. Super Clear sealant, and when the sealant is dry, I sketch her eyes and eyebrows. For her eyes, I use Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. I want to make her eyes quite big. I liked how the big eyes looked on her original face. For her eyebrows, I use like always soft pastels and a piece of an eraser to shape them. Now I want to give her face some realistic dimension, and for this I take soft pastels that are slightly darker than her skin tone, and I contour her face. Then I seal her face to protect the layer of contouring, and then I make the shadows a little bit deeper with darker soft pastels. And then I add a touch of pink blush to her face. Now I'm quite happy with her skin tone. Maybe in the end I will add still a little bit more blushes to the apples of her cheeks, but first I need to work on her eyes. And for this I will need my watercolor pencils again. And it's very important to make the pencils very sharp before you start drawing. With very sharp brown pencils, I start adding hairs to her eyebrows. And it's better, of course, to mix a couple of different colors to get a more realistic effect. I want to make the eye crease still a little bit deeper, so I work on it with my pencils and then I blend the colors with the blending tool. Her lips I first cover completely with Indian red soft pastels. With the grey pencil, I add shadows to the white of her eyes. This step makes eyes much more realistic and alive because they get some extra shape and dimension. And then I add highlights with a very light pencil. With a dark red pencil, I add shadows to her lips. To the eyelids, I add some golden metallic pencil to make her look more glamorous. Then with the white pencil, I draw the smile. With an extra sharp black pencil, I draw the bottom eyelashes. And now I add some extra blush to her cheeks like I planned from the beginning. Then I take white acrylic paint and a very fine brush and I add all kinds of highlights to her eyes. Now I'm removing the protection from her hair and her body, and now her hair doesn't look that pretty, so I think I will give her new prettier curls. Then I apply false eyelashes and add glossy varnish to her eyes and lips. Well, and now let's see what's going on with this dress. First, I'm supposed to fill this thing in with water, and here on the side is such a rubber sponge or something, and it will become wet, and with this sponge we need to make the dress wet. Yep, this white coat becomes transparent and you can see the picture that was hidden under this white layer. And now I'm just curious if it becomes white again when it's dry or it stays transparent forever. I think it's just a temporary effect and while the dress is wet. And then everything will look like in the beginning. But let's wait for an hour or two and see what will happen. And as I thought, it became as white as it was in the beginning. It's just some temporary magic. And now it's time to see the end result. I'm pretty happy with the way she looks now. I think I could keep her original vibe and I could just make her look more realistic and human-like. And what do you think? Let me know in the comment. I'm always reading them still for days, getting inspired. And of course, don't forget to put your likes under this video if it was interesting for you. And don't forget to subscribe my channel if you don't want to miss my new doll repaints every week. And see you already very soon in my next video. Bye!